What is going on, everyone? Platinum Beast coming at you with yet another video today. Today we're going to be talking about this. That's right. It doesn't make any sense. The whole market's gone mad, so we're going to talk about it, and I'm going to share my thoughts and opinions with y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, everybody. So the market is just closing out every single week these days without making any real sense at all. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit because I find it kind of interesting, and I want to discuss some things that I think are important to remember during times like this. So first and foremost, we see that silver is closed another week below $30 an ounce. Now it goes above $30 an ounce, and then it decides to go back down below $30 an ounce. And it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, if I'm being honest. Now, I've been stacking long enough that I remember when we broke $20 an ounce, and everyone was waiting for that to happen, and everyone wanted to see that happen, and it happened. And when it happened, it really didn't go back below $20 an ounce. I think there was one short dip not too long after 20, but it was one, and it was short-lived, and we haven't seen it since. So when silver broke $20 an ounce, it really kind of held above $20 an ounce for the long haul, and it continues to hold on to that today. Now, not too long ago, we broke $30 an ounce. And when that happened, I thought the same thing was going to happen. Silver was going to go above $30 an ounce, and it wasn't going to go back down. Well, I was wrong, and I was wrong again, and I was wrong again, and I've been wrong again, right? So what is a stacker to do? Should you only buy when it's below 30 because it's going to go back below 30 again within the next week? Well, realistically speaking, I am one of those people who believe that stacking is a long-term thing. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, if you have enough years left on your life, Lord willing, with good health and everything like that, just stack and just don't worry about it, right? If I did that way back when, I would have an even larger stack, and it wouldn't really matter that I bought when it hit $20 an ounce because now it's much closer to $30 an ounce, right? So I should have been buying when it broke 20, and I think you should be buying when it breaks 30, right? So even if it's above 30, I still think it's a decent time to buy. We're getting into that realm where sub 40 is the new sub 30, right? For a while there, we were saying buy below 30, is a good price. When the spot price is $25, $26, $27, $28, if you can find something very close to spot below 30, you're doing better than buying above 30, right? Now we're kind of moving into that realm where buying below 40 is the new buying below 30. I will say what's interesting is buying below 40 is not so bad, but once we hit that buying below 50 range, we're really getting into all-time highs with silver, and that's where things are going to get real interesting. I don't know if that's going to happen in the short term. I don't think anybody can really say for certain, but that will be interesting to see. So, with that being said, moving on to our other precious metal, gold, right? We can see that gold has been kind of interesting lately. It's been kind of flat. It's been about the flattest metal that we've seen thus far, right? It's hit its all-time high, and it's broken its record multiple times in the past year, but it really is having trouble breaking out of that $2,400 range. And so when it comes to gold, I am a strong believer in just accumulate, and don't worry about the price. That's the one precious metal that I don't really worry too much about the price. I get frustrated with myself because I tell myself it's going to dip, and it only dips a couple bucks, and I'm kind of mad I didn't buy more, right? I have a love-hate relationship with gold. And I know some of y'all don't stack gold because you don't think that it has nearly the potential that the other ones do, but I disagree there, and I stack all four precious metals whenever I can or whenever I think it's best to do so. But gold is kind of interesting in that it's been the flattest of all metals. Silver has broken 30, gone below 30, broken 30, gone below 30. Gold has really stayed in that $2,300 to $2,400 range for quite some time now, or at least enough time to say that it's been flat. Now, our third precious metal, platinum, has also been interesting in that it keeps doing, it's very similar to silver in this aspect, right? And that's not always been the case historically. We've seen silver go up and platinum remain flat, but platinum's broken into that post 1,000, sub 1,000, post 1,000, sub 1,000. So what do I think about platinum? Well, I think anywhere around 1,000 is still a good deal for platinum, so I'm not really seeing the downside in buying platinum. I'm going to continue to accumulate it. I kind of have a hard time being the platinum beast, not just accumulating platinum. It's really all I want to buy at the end of the day. And it's really all I think about when I buy, or when I'm ready to buy new precious metals. I'm just constantly looking for deals on platinum. So I think platinum is still the strongest buy right now. But with that being said, our fourth precious metal, palladium, right? Now, what the heck happened with palladium this week? We saw palladium have the largest increase of all the precious metals, and it did it within like minutes, right? If we take a closer look at the palladium chart, we can see what in the world happened at the end of the week. It went up a crazy amount while all the rest kind of stayed where they were, within a little bit here, a little bit there. But palladium really said, hey, I'm awake. Good morning, y'all, is what palladium said to us. And I gotta admit, it was kind of interesting. I saw some posts online from different people in forums and stuff like that, and they were like, what the heck happened here with palladium? Some people think it's hydrogen fuel cells. Some people think that, you know, something occurred in the background that maybe we're not been made aware of yet. But that is one of the reasons why I still am not a sort of non-believer in palladium, right? What do I think? Probably 60% of me thinks that palladium will hit $700 or $800 an ounce and kind of float around there like platinum did for so many years. And they will essentially switch places, right? Platinum will reach that $3,000 mark that palladium did, while palladium is down there in the $700, $800 range. If that does happen, I may switch my stacking strategy more heavily into palladium over platinum, but as y'all know, my state charges sales tax, so we'll see. That's definitely a we'll see kind of scenario. But it's interesting nonetheless, because seeing this increase, that other 40% of me, right? 60% of me thinks that it's going to hit $700, $800 and float. There's another 30 to 40% of me that thinks it could just go back up to its all-time high as well, right? So I'm not 100% sold on that idea. I am mostly sold on that idea, I will say, but I'm not 100%. So when it comes to acquiring palladium, I don't think it's a bad option either, right? Even if it goes down to $700, $800, if you're buying in the $900 range, you haven't lost that much. And if you don't sell, it's not a realized loss anyways. So you might as well accumulate some if you're able to. And it's not a bad thing to have in your stack, I don't think. At the end of the day, I always tell y'all, I believe in all four precious metals, and I think any of the all four are able to do some pretty amazing things. So take that as y'all will. But with all that being said, it's definitely interesting stuff going on in the market right now. The market has gone mad. It can't make up its mind where it wants to be. Where are we going to end up after all this is said and done? Who really knows? We got a lot of stuff going on this year. We got United States elections. We got conflicts going on in different areas of the world. We got all kinds of madness with mining and investing and the economy and industry changing and all kinds of stuff. So stack all four so that you can be prepared. I'm not so much a prepper per se, but it's not bad to have all four, because at the end of the day, I do believe any one of these four precious metals is able to take off. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video today. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date with future updates on the Platinum Beast channel. With all that being said, until next time, we'll see y'all.